What happens the exact moment after you are buried? Your family walks away. The soil covers you. Everyone thinks you are gone. But something completely different is actually happening down there. Here's what nobody tells you about death. You don't stop existing. You are not sleeping. You are not waiting in darkness until Judgment Day. You are fully conscious, experiencing a complete unseen life. Most Muslims think death means either instant paradise or just sleeping until resurrection. Nothing happens in between. You die, then you wake up on Judgment Day. Wrong. Absolutely wrong. The Prophet Muhammad revealed something most people don't know. There's an entire unseen world between death and resurrection called Barzakh, the barrier. There are 7 stages every soul experiences. You are conscious through all of them. What happens depends entirely on how you lived. This comes from authentic hadith in Sahih Bukhari and Sahih Muslim. The Prophet described each stage in detail not to scare us, but to prepare us while we still have time. In the next few minutes, I'm walking you through all 7 stages. By the end, you'll know exactly what's waiting for you and how to prepare right now. Stage 1, the descent. Let me show you with an example. This is Ahmad. He died 3 days ago. His family lowered him into the grave, prayed over him, cried, and then walked away. But Ahmad didn't stop existing. Something else began. This is stage 1, the descent. His soul is being pulled back to his body, not like life, but different. He hears his family's footsteps fading above the soil. The silence is crushing. But he's not alone. If Ahmad lived righteously, a beautiful figure appears beside him, dressed in white, fragrant, calm, smiling. The figure speaks softly.
Do you know who I am?
Ahmad whispers, your face brings peace. The figure replies,
I am your good deeds. I stayed with you in life, and I will stay with you forever.
If he wasted his life, a dark figure crawls toward him, blackened face, rotting stench. The figure growls. Ahmad trembles, I don't want to see you. The figure hisses. The Quran boards. Behind them is a barrier until the day they are resurrected. Ahmad is now trapped in that barrier, and what happens next will determine everything. Stage 2, the questioning. 2 beings approach his grave. This is stage 2, the questioning. Ahmad hears footsteps again, but not human. Heavier. Louder. 2 figures appear, Munkar and Nakir, the angels sent to question every soul. Their voices shake the earth as they ask, who is your Lord? What is your religion? Who is your prophet? If Ahmad lived his faith, the answers flow instantly. My Lord is Allah. My religion is Islam. My prophet is Muhammad. Light fills his grave. But if Ahmad only claimed Islam without living it, his tongue freezes. I don't know. I heard people say something. Darkness closes in. Panic consumes him. The Prophet warned that these questions decide your entire afterlife. Which Ahmad will you be? Stage 3, expansion or constriction. The grave begins to move. This is stage 3, expansion or constriction. If Ahmad answered correctly, the grave expands as far as his eyes can see. Spacious. Comfortable. Like a room in a palace. The earth feels soft. But if he failed, the walls close in. Crushing. Ribs pressing together. Breath stolen. The earth itself punishes him. Even the righteous feel a gentle squeeze at first, then it releases like a mother's embrace. Same grave. Completely different reality. Stage 4, light or darkness. Ahmad's eyes adjust. This is stage 4, light or darkness. If he prayed, gave charity, helped others, his grave fills with warm, golden light. Every good deed becomes illumination. But if he skipped prayers, lied, harmed others, complete darkness surrounds him. Thick. Suffocating. Every sin becomes weight. Allah guides to his light whom he wills. And for whom Allah has not made light, there is no light. Every choice builds light or darkness in the grave. Stage 5, comfort or torment. A window opens in the grave. This is stage 5, comfort or torment. If Ahmad lived righteously, he sees paradise, gardens, rivers, beauty beyond imagination. He smells musk and sweetness. Peace floods his heart. But if he failed, another window opens, hellfire. Flames. Heat. Burning flesh. Terror. The Prophet said, the grave is either a garden from paradise or a pit from hell. Stage 6, waiting in Barzakh. Time no longer works normally. This is stage 6, waiting in Barzakh. If Ahmad is at peace, centuries feel like a short nap. Calm. Hopeful. But if he is punished, every moment feels endless. Screams unheard. Pain unending. Some souls have been here for thousands of years. Once you are here, it's too late to change anything. Stage 7, resurrection. Suddenly, everything changes. The trumpet is blown. The sky shatters. Mountains crumble. This is stage 7, the resurrection. If Ahmad was at peace, he rises calmly, ready to meet Allah. If not, he rises in terror. Barzakh was only the preview. The Prophet said people will be resurrected in the state they died in. Judgment Day begins. The grave is the first stage of the hereafter. Whoever passes it safely, what comes next is easier. So ask yourself now. What will your answers be? Will your grave expand or squeeze? Light or darkness? You are still breathing. You can still prepare. Every prayer, every good deed, every moment of remembrance builds your reality in Brizak. And the foundation of all of it is your 5 daily prayers.